Scouters were up and about well before dawn this morning to start their journey on an 18-day trip to the very heart of JR country. They first presented their show in Leamington last November. They've also performed it on the stage at the Royal Shakespeare Theatre at Stratford-upon-Avon. Taking the show to America has taken 2 years to plan. This morning, parents and friends crowded the platform to say
line from the
goodbye.
bard has been spoken here at the Royal Shakespeare Theatre all this week. It's gang show time, Warwickshire style, and more than 100 scouts, guides and cubs have taken over the place. You're not a girl guide, are you?
Hardly, no. I'm a little old for that.
So what are you doing here then?
Well, I'm a scout.
A scout?
Mm-hmm.
How extraordinary.
Yeah.
You don't look a scout to me.
Well, ladies can be scouts as well.
I never knew that. I know not what Mr. Shakespeare would have said about this lot, but I'm sure he'd have been amused. There are 1 or 2 professional old hands here too, but I'm not quite sure why.
Well, they're all Tories, as you probably know, keen Tories, and they're the youth of the future. We're going to rechristen them, the Thatcher youth, dress them all up in little armbands and make them all go around saying, "Hello, Margaret," you know, like they used to in the old days. I think it should be very, very nostalgic.
It's empty.
Oh,
I'm afraid it's empty, absolutely gone.
You think at least they'd be able to afford a bottle of something or other to keep the old boy going during
Shall I get you one? I'll go and get you one.
Oh, that's very generous.
Thank you very much indeed.
Until then, I'll tell you this very amusing anecdote about these 3 nuns, apparently, in a bordello in Venice.
Well, Dennis Thatcher's well away now, but what's a Monty Python personality doing here?
Well, I've come along to do something for the disabled theatre group, Grey Eye, but there don't seem to be any here. Seems to be full of scouts and things.
Certainly, by all accounts, packed audiences are enjoying the fun. But making fun, as these excited amateurs are finding out, is hard work.
Just the 6th soloist that sang to sing the first verse, and then Dennis and Elaine go out and sing as normal. So I don't want anybody walking across the stage, Dan. Straight onto the rostrums, please.
Curtain up, and on the hallowed boards of the Stratford stage, the gang show is on.
Following in the footsteps of some of the Bard's greatest dramas after a one-night stand in aid of charity last year. The theatre was so pleased with the way it went, they asked them back. The latest production is trying hard to bury the popular image of youngsters in short trousers, belting out "Riding Along on the Crest of a Wave." It's cost £10,000 to stage and opens with a 36-foot model of a jumbo jet flying onto the stage, from which all the cast eventually emerge.
Princess Anne went along in her capacity as president of the Save the Children Fund because the gala evening raised £10,000 for the charity. Almost 300 cubs, scouts, venture scouts, guides and organisers were involved in the production. There was even a group of American scouts flown in from Dallas and Fort Worth. As well as a bouquet from 3-year-old Nicola Wilkes of Knowle, the princess was treated to a medley of music and song. Backstage, the princess shook almost 100 hands and chatted to many of the cast and organisers who'd spent 12 months planning the event. She confided that the funniest part of the show for her had been jokes about the royal family, and said it was hard to believe that amateurs had staged such a spectacular production. The curtain started to come down a little earlier than expected, but luckily for the princess, the producer Tony Guy was at hand to make sure there wasn't an unfortunate finale.
This year is the Scout 100th anniversary, and over the decades the group has changed in so many ways. It's not just about camping and badges and whittling. I used to do a lot of whittling in my day.
You?
Yeah, with a sheath knife, you know.
Oh, right.
Whittling away pieces of wood. Anyway, there's plenty of singing and dancing now.
Well, I used to be in the gang show in Birmingham, so I'm pleased to say that we've been along to the Warwickshire Gang Show, otherwise known as WAGS. It includes performances from more than 100 guides and scouts, so we decided to let them be your hosts.
Full of music and dance and acting, and it's really good fun. You can do all sorts of things. It's something for everybody. There's about 100 scouts here, and they're all doing this show all this week. Everyone really enjoys it because they come back year after year, and it's a great opportunity.
You get to meet lots of new people, and it's a new experience for everybody.
At first I thought it'd be like going camping and doing badges and everything, and then I found out you can do shows, and I thought I'd join in, and it's great fun to do.
It's an opportunity for them to work as a team, to learn new skills, and to be challenged and to do something where they have to get it right all of the time and do their best. And it's, for some of them, it's the first time they perform in front of people.
Everybody had an ocean across the USA.
Your singing skills and dancing skills improve a lot, and your confidence is built up so much as well by doing a show like this.
Well, I like all the costumes and stuff, that's really cool, and I like all the different dance routines, and there's lots of different things that you can do, like you can do acting and singing and stuff, which is cool.
Do you ever get nervous?
I sometimes get quite nervous because sometimes I don't remember the routines.
Well, it's a lot safer than my day. You know,
Yeah.
whittling was quite dangerous, really.
And they didn't do the famous song, did they, about the crest of a wave?
Oh, that's right.
But I have to say, if you fancy going to this show, it's running all week at the Royal Spa Centre in Leamington Spa. Royal Spa, that's right, isn't it? Royal Spa Centre in Leamington.
That's the one. That's
yes,
the one.
we're riding along on the crest of a wave. Oh, I've got into it now.
We're on our way.
Yeah, and the sun
See you tomorrow
is
at
in
6.
the sky.